Hello everyone. Welcome to Codetober Day 30. I know it took me forever to upload this video, but I kind of ran out of content. So now I kind of know what I want to show you. It's something that I learned. So when you are in Visual Studio Code, there is a DataWeave extension for VS Code, which is currently in the beta version. If you have this, you will basically be able to turn your VS Code into like a DataWeave Playground. So for example, if I open my command palette and search for DataWeave, I already have this installed, of course. I can create a new library project. I'm just gonna keep the basics. And once it's created, we will have this source main DW, source main resources, or source test DW, source test resources. Here in test, essentially you will have your mapping. In source main DW, you will have your module. Because when you use, like, the idea is that you have this DataWeave library available in Exchange, so you can use it in your Mule applications and whatnot. But you can also just use it to test stuff, to be honest. So you can, for example, here define sample data, and let's create a payload.json. It will create the payload.json for you. Here we go. And then if I make this smaller and I run this, it will run. If I do payload here, yeah, it will also run, and it will come from this one. I can also just enable auto preview if I right click on this file and then click on enable auto preview. So this keeps changing as soon as I type something instead of having to click on this. Because if I disable the auto preview, which is the default, then every time that there is a change here, it won't be in the output unless I click on this. Anyway, you kind of get the gist of what this extension is doing. So now, if we were to create a new integration with Anypoint Code Builder, let me show you really quick. All right, so we have our Anypoint Code Builder project, as one does. And then this is what I wanted to show you. If I go here to resources and right click on it, I can actually click on DataWeave New Mapping or DataWeave New Module. These two options come from the DataWeave extension, not from Anypoint Code Builder. So if I click on New Mapping, for example, and yeah, let's call it My Mapping. Now we have this My Mapping right here, and we can run it just as we did with the DataWeave extension for VS Code. Here we go. I can also define the sample data, payload.json. It will create it here under test, resources, and so on. So here we have the message hello world. And if I go back here, put it in payload and run this, now we have the message hello world. Let me make this smaller. And I can also enable our preview. So if I enable it, then this is gonna just run exactly as it was running before when we were trying it out from the DataWeave library project. So there you go. That are the differences between the DataWeave extension for VS Code and the Anypoint Code Builder extension for VS Code or Anypoint Code Builder. This is basically what you are running when you are using the DataWeave extension. If I were to remove, actually, let's try it, why not? Let me remove the DataWeave extension for VS Code. Or I can just disable it, actually. Disable, reload required. All right, so we get back to our project. And now if I try to open my mapping.dwl, I no longer have the thing to run this. So I actually cannot run this. I cannot see the preview of this. I cannot define the sample data or debug this as we were doing before. So that is the difference between having the DataWeave extension for VS Code and using plain Anypoint Code Builder. So I would really advise you to use the extension if you want to create better DataWeave code within your ACB stuff. I hope this extension becomes GA anytime, maybe not soon, but anytime at all. I would really appreciate it. So there we have it. Now we have the button back. I think it's gonna need a oh no, doesn't need to restart. I can just run it again. Perfect. So yep, that is why you would want to have the DataWeave extension for VS Code, even though it's in a beta version, as we saw from here, beta. But it is super, super helpful. I just hope it will become GA sometime. And that is all for this video then. I will see you tomorrow for day 31, or maybe today, I don't know. We're already past October, so what the hell. All right, I will see you later then. Bye.